laid out a pretty good case, I think, about why we should look forward to autonomous vehicles. Are you with him on every one of the points?
Not everyone, but many. Look, the promise of an autonomous vehicle, this dream that we have for them is one that every single one of us want to embrace. The idea that we can be personally transported, sort of like whooshed around with no accidents, no injuries, no deaths. The fact that spinal cord injured people or people with handicaps can all of a sudden enjoy the same personal mobility that the rest of us do now, that's phenomenal. If the dream is realized, there would be many fewer lawsuits because there would be many fewer injuries. But our problem is that once again, it's so easy to get seduced into the fantasy of what the future might hold for us and to start talking about all these wondrous things that would happen. And I hate to be the boring guy. That is not my nature, to be the boring guy, to bring us back down to reality. But we have passed laws in Florida. We have presently passed laws in Florida that allow those dump trucks to be operating with nobody on board. Right now, today, that is not illegal. I think that many people don't realize how our law in Florida is so far out of touch with the reality of driverless cars.
The potential for AVs really is that this is the single largest transition I think you and I are going to see in our lifetimes as far as the technology goes. I would argue that cell phones have changed how you and I interact with the world. Self-driving vehicles are going to change our physical space. It's going to change our cities. It's going to change how we purchase vehicles, how we utilize vehicles. It's going to change how we get things delivered. But I believe that the world is getting more shared, it's getting more electric, and it's getting more self-driving. Florida is trying to understand what this technology is first, and then working with our federal partners, we think we'll come up with certain standards that are reasonable and can be standardized across the country. I think that's the appropriate way to handle this. But again, we are just in the first inning of the game for self-driving cars, and we're excited about what this technology is going to bring to us. And Florida is really a leader and thought leader in this, and we're starting to see real fruits being bared from our forward thinking.
The Senator Brandis and we have the same vision for the future, but for example, there is nothing in our statutes. While he recognizes SAE standards level 3, 4, and 5 are where they need to be, and they have performance guidelines that they need to meet to be able to be called that. I would just wish we could find a way to work together to allow us to contribute what we know to this process. We have been thinking and working on these things for decades, and for our community to be completely excluded from this process of modernizing and updating the bills and the statutes that help regulate this in areas that the feds are telling us that the states should do seems to me to be just short-sighted. We can work together. You seem to think, the senator seems to think that these laws provide things they don't. They do not require vehicles to meet SAE level 3 or 4 or 5 in order to be called an autonomous vehicle. Those words do not appear in the state statutes, and they should.
It could be the future of transportation, something that we should talk more about. Senator, thanks a lot. Dale, thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you.
Thanks.